This is Lily from Plantas, and welcome once again to my channel. Welcome, bienvenidos, whether it's your first time or a repeat visit. I thank you for watching and I welcome you to my channel. So today I wanted to do a little repot because I took a trip to the local Lowe's department store near where I live, and I found me a little gem for really cheap price. It was on clearance. I looked through their clearance rack and I found this beautiful arrangement, and I got it for 75% off, which cost me $4 and some change, $4.75, $4.74, something like that. Original price $22.98, and one of the things that I love the most was this beautiful white pot. It's a cash po because it doesn't have a drain hole, so I can put it I can either drain a hole if I want to and use it on its own, or I can put a planter, like one of these nursery planters in there with a plant in there. Whatever way I choose or decide to do with it, we'll see. But I wanted to do the repot because the two plants that are in here is a phalaenopsis plant orchid, which you can see has already spent its flowering for this round, and is here with a Dracaena, aka Dracaena Florida Beauty, spotted leaf, what else? Gold dust. It has several names. It's known by several names. She's a beauty. She has, as you can see, a variegated leaf, and she's pretty easy to grow indoors, but I want to separate them and pot them in their own pots. I have several pot sizes, trying to see which one I'm gonna put them in, see which ones they're gonna fit in. I have my dirt ready. I have the orchid bark there, and my cutting tool. I've already used 70%. I don't know if you can see, 70% alcohol to sanitize this, because I am gonna cut back the stem for the orchid because it's turning yellow, and I'm gonna cut it back, not all the way because it's still green towards the bottom, and she may regrow another bit there. If not, then if it completely turns yellow, I'll cut it all the way off. It'll grow a new one. Anywho, let me get down a little bit more so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. Sorry that I'm out of frame, but I want you to see. They are potted in sphagnum moss, which works well for the orchid. I don't know so much for the Dracaena. But she's been doing well. She looks like she's growing new leaves, so maybe it's not so bad. Let's see how I do this. Jeez, I'm over here blabbing, not knowing how I'm gonna remove these puppies out of here. But anyways, I thought it was such a great deal. I went through the clearance. It's one of the local Lowe's. There's several here where I live at. Decided to take a ride. It's pretty compacted in there. This is what I'm not crazy about when they pop. Orchids with sphagnum, because they usually squish it up in there and add so much sphagnum. It's like excessive, and they do it to hold it and to hold moisture. And I understand that, but it's a pain in the butt when you're trying to unpotted. Here we go. I got it out. I lost a few roots, but that's okay. She'll survive. She has more than enough roots here to stay alive. So you can see her roots are all green. This section can be taken off, and she's in pretty good condition from what I'm looking at. Not much root loss. They usually put them on clearance when the orchid loses their flower, because most people aren't attracted to purchasing an orchid or an arrangement with an orchid that is not flowering, at least not full price. But I know it'll rebloom, so I don't mind. So I'm trying to decide. She's gonna go in the bigger pot here. I'll put her in there for now. I won't get rid of all of the sphagnum when I pot it with the orchid bark, because what I've noticed with the orchids, if I change their media completely, meaning what I'm gonna pot them in, or their substrate, whatever you want to call it, they end up, the roots tend to, you lose the roots, because when they've adapted to the sphagnum, that's what they've been sitting in all along. So when you do a complete change for an orchid of what they were sitting in or growing in, the roots have adapted to that growing medium. So when you change it completely to something else, most of, or if not all of those roots will die back. I mean, it'll grow new roots, don't worry, but it kind of sets the orchid back a bit. So I'm gonna take some of the same sphagnum, leave it in there, and then add the bark. And in the bark I added some perlite, because I don't want her to completely lose all these roots. I don't want to set her back that much, or if I can avoid setting her back at all, that would be lovely. So what I'm gonna do is the bottom, I'm going to add the sphagnum that it came in, because it's not bad, and then I'll add some, let me add the bark right now, because it's kind of tipping over. It's gonna fall on me. So I got some orchid bark, I mixed in some perlite, and I'm filling the pot up to get my orchid. And for those of you that don't know, this is a Phalaenopsis orchid. I don't know what color the flower is, because like I said, I bought it on clearance. There's no flower currently, so I don't know what color the flower is. Whenever she blooms, for me, the next time that she blooms, it'll be a nice surprise to see the color of her beautiful flowers. And it's easy for me, at least. I've learned after having so many orchids kind of what works for me in my environment. Sphagnum, charcoal, perlite mixture, some sphagnum moss, not a lot of it, grows well for me. Keeps the plants alive, at least for me, because I've killed quite a few, I can tell you that much. I know some people are scared to grow orchids, but it's not that complicated. You just gotta use the right mixture of, right? You're not gonna plant it in dirt. It doesn't work. It'll kill the orchid roots, because it's an epiphyte, and epiphytes do not grow in dirt. They're usually attached to something else, or the roots are in the air, or in bark, or something light that allows the root system to breathe and to for water to drain quickly through the roots, and they like moisture, but they like to be dried as well, meaning they don't like soak feet, they don't like to be wet. This, the term that gets used. They don't like to remain wet for very long periods of time. So when you use bark, you use sphagnum, you use perlite, and or the charcoal, the horticultural charcoal, you mimic kind of the environment that they're naturally found in growing. So this allows them to grow new roots and grow new leaves, and their spike, and then flower. That's it. She's been repotted in her new home. Let's see this beauty when she decides to bloom for me. See how pretty and what color her flowers are. I'll keep you updated when that happens. Now for the Dracaena. Let's see what this looks like in here. I really don't know. This likes also a well-draining mix, like almost every other plant. It's kind of like a Japanese, I believe it's what it is, wannabe bamboo. Because that's kind of, oh, I see what they did. They kept the dirt in there around the roots. They just added the sphagnum around it to, for aesthetics, to make it look pretty, since they were mixing it in with the orchid, which can't be in dirt. So this is what the little plant looks like, and you see the little stems? They kind of look like kind of thin bamboo sticks. It's pretty. I like it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see, and it's grown indoors, by the way. You can grow it outdoors or indoors. They do not like direct sunlight on their leaves. Their leaves are pretty thin, so direct sunlight would, for an extended amount of time, would burn their leaves. So bright and direct light, like most plants, not all, you can keep it away from the sun a little, meaning the bright light, a little further back, but what you run into at that point is less variegation on the leaves and more greening. So if you want to keep the variegation, then you want to keep it in bright light. If the window that you're keeping, let's say you're keeping it close by the window, if that window receives really bright sun for a long periods of time during the day, then have a sheer curtain in front of it, and that'll help the leaves not to burn. Well draining soil, likes to be able to dry out and then thoroughly water. Most other beautiful plants that we own or have or want to own. So she'll fit right in this little pot without a problem. So now let's add my mixture. In the mixture that I bought this mixture at a local nursery place here where I live. It contains peat moss, sand, and like other compost in it. It's really sandy looking to me, but that's not the majority of it. Is the compost. There's bark in it, but what I do is I add additional bark to the mixture and perlite, just to be on the safe side, at least for me, because I'm one of those, I love to hover over my plants and see how they're doing it, look at them, and sometimes I can overwater them. So to avoid killing my plants, I add all the extra stuff to keep it safe, even if I have to water a little bit more often, I'm okay with that. Because I enjoy looking at my plants, seeing their growth, looking at a new leaf coming in, or a new stem, or a new something coming in. Makes me happy to look at that while I enjoy my plants. That's it, my beautiful people. I am done Both my little plants are repotted. Orchid, Jacina, Florida Beauty, Gold Dust, whatever you want to call her. She's repotted as well, looking pretty. Both of them look really pretty. I really like them, and I really like this pot. It's a win for me. You know, I got two plants, two whole plants, and a ceramic pot, white, nicely shaped, all for like $4.74 plus tax, whatever the tax was, which maybe not even $6. All of that. So I don't know. I don't know if you guys go shopping at your local Lowe's, but if you do not, I mean, I know a lot of people don't like to rescue plants. A lot of people don't like to, but I do. It's a challenge for me, and I enjoy it. I like seeing what I can do with a plant that needs help. I mean, I look at the plants, right? When I'm there, I'm browsing through the plants. I look at the plant and see, kind of gauge how much damage is there really. If the plant is completely dead or browned or desiccated, I'm not gonna purchase that because I know there's no saving that. If I see green and I'm seeing new growth coming in, even though there's a lot of like death around it, like dead stems or dead leaves or brown leaves, then that I will take a chance because I know that I can nurse them back to health. Take it. Not all my plants are, are bought in the rescue clearance section of Lowe's or any other store that I can get clearance of. But, girls on a budget can't always be spending that money because I don't always have it. And my significant other, he gets upset if I spend too much money because I keep telling him we're on a budget. But honey, less than $5 for these two plants and a container. Okay? Don't be mad. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up, ask any questions, make any comments, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Thank you to those that are subscribed and keep coming back for more. Hit that little notification bell so that you can get notified when I upload new videos. I truly do appreciate. I love the plant community. Awesome. I've gotten to speak to a lot of beautiful souls, see them, see their little personality, their quirks, laugh, get advice, get help, give advice, from all of our knowledge. And I truly do appreciate this community like nothing else, because I've truly been blessed and feel welcome in this community and the people that I get to meet and experience with. So, it's a wonderful journey for all of us. Keep going. Thank you so much. And God bless you all. Have a nice day. Bye.